السلام عليكم جميعا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله أجمعين. Ramadan Kareem جميعا. Sidi, Your Royal Highness, Prince Al-Hussein bin Abdullah, Crown Prince of Jordan, and the pride of our country. I would like to begin by thanking His Majesty, our King, King Abdullah II, for so many things, but here today for endowing our children with a world-class academic institution that they can call their own. More than this, for His Majesty's insistence that King's Academy should serve the brightest and most deserving of Jordan's youth in the form of the King's Scholarship students. I would also like to pay tribute to Dr. John Austin and Monica Martoub for their distinguished service to King's Academy. Thank you. Hundreds of our students, including my three own, have passed through your wise and capable hands, and they will always be the better for it. While it is natural that you will be succeeded, you will never be replaced. I would also like to say I could make a whole speech about the faculties that I've had the good luck to study under. But let me just say that after our parents, we owe you the most, and we carry you with us wherever we go for the rest of our lives. Thank you all very much. Alf Mabruk to all of you, the parents and the families here today. Today's celebration is as much a tribute to your unlimited love, sacrifice, devotion to your children, as it is about the academic achievements of our young graduates. Without your support and your encouragement, none of them would be here today. We must also recognize our many international student graduates. People vote with their feet, and you and your families have voted for Jordan and for King's Academy. There is no bigger compliment. You have come from all over the world to share yourselves with us, and I hope that not only were all of your expectations and ambitions realized, but that you also set the foundations for lifelong friendships, and, with His Majesty's permission, that you will always consider yourselves honorary Jordanians. As I mentioned, my wife Rita and I are 3 times King's parents, and we have not one but 2 of our children graduating in this, the 10th graduating class of King's Academy here today. Now, when I told our twins, Raja and Muhammad, that I had been asked to give their commencement address, they were not terribly impressed. You parents know what I mean. Our daughter's only comment was, "Okay, Baba, that's fine, but keep it short." I will do my best. Sam'an wa ta'a. Many of you here today will soon be leaving your homes for the first time, as well as our beloved homeland, in order to continue your studies abroad. One essential item that you must pack with you is your sense of humor. When I first arrived at my US college, unfortunately Dr. Austin has revealed the name, but better not to, I didn't know much about young Americans. I simply assumed that they would be fairly similar to the English boys that I had been at school with in the UK. After all, they spoke the same language and shared a common historical origin. I was wrong. Not only had most of them never met a non-American, but few had even heard of the Middle East. After my initial shock, instead of being outraged, I decided to have fun with it. One person asked me, "Oh yeah, I met a guy from the Middle East once. He was from a place called Saudi. That's the place, right? What was his name? Oh yeah, Muhammad. Do you know Muhammad from Saudi?" I said, "Of course. Everybody knows Muhammad from Saudi. I'll tell him you said hello." Other questions. Do you live in a tent? Doesn't everybody? Do you ride a camel? Every day. And the best one, how many wives do you have? So I looked slightly embarrassed and I said, "Well, only 17. Thank you. But my dad is getting me another one for my birthday." My questioner then turned to his friends and said, "Hey, this guy has 17 wives." However, things soon settled down, and I came to realize that the most valuable knowledge that I would learn at university was not so much the academic material in the classroom, but from the lives and the experiences of my fellow students. Likewise, much of the valuable knowledge that your fellow students will acquire will come from your lives and your experiences. Every single one of you will be representing every single one of us, our country and our people, to every person that you meet. No pressure. So I thought that I would like to leave you, our bright young emissaries to the greater world beyond Jordan and our region, with a few brief thoughts about the core values that I have attempted to share with my own children over the years, in the hope that when you are far from family and home and feel even further away deep inside, that these values will keep the lamp of courage burning brightly in your hearts and continue to serve you with inspiration for your lives to come, inshallah. So put your phones down. Here they are. Remember that you are Arabs. Although we Arabs are currently living in decayed and unhappy times, we remain an ancient and a noble people, worthy of standing in the front ranks of the people of the earth. All Arabs are brothers and sisters to one another. Remember that you are Jordanians. We may not be a large country, nor a wealthy one, but we are a brave people, and we are proud and honored to share whatever we have with those who have lost everything. All Jordanians are brothers and sisters to one another. Now, don't just tell them who you are, who we are. Show them by your behavior, by always demonstrating the quiet self-confidence that comes from self-awareness and self-respect. When you know who you are, and this is most important, behave accordingly, then everybody else will also know who you are and treat you accordingly. So, while you should never apologize for who you are, for where you come from, or the beliefs and the traditions of your forefathers, always be quick to ask the pardon of any that you hurt, whether you meant to or not. Do not go out in search of enemies or quarrels, nor take offense where none is meant. It is better to receive an insult and an injury than to give one. Thank you. Accept every exchange in the spirit that it is offered, meeting kindness with kindness and the humble with humility. Be cheerful and approachable, but avoid those who would deceive you or be the thieves of your joy and your dignity. Be generous, be brave, but always remain aware. Forgive your enemies should they ask for your forgiveness, but always remember their names. And the only certain method of defeating them is to make them your friends. Finally, from time to time, spare a thought for us, your loving parents. We love you more than you will ever know. And should we come to mind, be certain that at that very moment, we are thinking of you, as we never stop doing so. May God bless you all and keep you safe and happy always. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.